Hi, students and staff of Jefferson Middle School. I'm Miss Workman, and as I'm sure you're aware, student-led conferences are right around the corner. In order to help you get ready for your conference, we have put together a brief skit that models how a student might conduct his conference with his parent and his teacher. Just like in a regular conference, you are going to be seeing the student discussing his current grades with his parents. You will see him sharing his ATL self-assessment. He will share his goals for the coming school year with his parent. He will discuss academic honesty and sign the academic honesty agreement. And finally, he will be discussing service as action with his parent. As we are helping parents to understand service as action at our school, teachers, please try your best to help parents see that we want kids to pursue interests more than just earn hours. So for example, if your student is interested in the topic of fighting homelessness, maybe they want to sign up for making sandwiches for Martha's Table. Or if they're interested in the overarching topic of promoting reading literacy, they might want to participate in Reading Buddies. Just something to think about as you plan for your conferences. Students, we know you're going to do a great job. And without further ado, here is a model conference.
Mom, this is Miss Workman. She's my science teacher.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
She's also my TA teacher.
That's right.
Okay, good. Glad to hear. Glad to be here.
Welcome. Since this is Jeremy's student-led conference, we're going to go ahead and let Jeremy take over.
I guess we might as well just get the hard stuff out of the way. So let me show you my grades.
Okay, I'm interested to see how you've been doing. Oh, wow. So this is pretty interesting, Jeremy. Looks like you're doing great in PE. You've got an A, and band, you have an A, and art, you have an A.
It's better than last year.
Oh, yeah, good, yeah. English, you have a B, that's great. History, you have a B, that's good. What's going on with math and science, though? Looks like you don't have as good grades there.
Teachers don't like me.
Really?
No.
Is that true, Miss Workman?
I don't think so, Jeremy. Maybe we could... Why don't you explain a little bit about why you think you got those grades?
Well, I had to fill out this self-assessment, and I actually kind of did it for real. I was trying to be honest with myself. And one thing that I scored really low on was engage with learning. I only gave myself a 2 on that, and that kind of indicates that I never say anything in class.
Oh.
And I never ask questions either.
Okay.
Because every time I ask questions, people make fun of me because they sound so stupid.
But how does the teacher know that you might not know the answer, or you might be struggling with the concept in math if you don't ask a question?
I'm going to have to work on that.
Okay. All
Seems
right.
like a possible area of improvement.
Yeah. I guess I should do my homework in there, too.
Oh, you haven't been turning your homework in on time?
I do it. I just don't turn it in. I leave it in my backpack.
Leave in your backpack? Okay. Is there a way, Ms. Workman, that Jeremy could turn in his late work?
Sure. Jeremy needs to check with his teachers about their policies on late work, but for the most part, his teachers should accept it.
Okay, that's good.
Do you want to share one thing that you're doing really well?
I think, in general, my behavior is normally pretty good, so I almost never disrupt class, you know.
We find that Jeremy has a great attitude in all of his classes, and his teachers all really enjoy teaching him. But we agree that he needs to do a better job of keeping up with his assignments, and he could do a better job listening and participating. So maybe he can make that one of his goals. We'll see what he wrote.
Yeah, let's do
Okay, that sounds good to me, Jeremy.
So I
you
guess
have a
something
goal?
else. Well, I was going to say what we could talk about is community service. Would you want to do goals first?
Yeah, let's look at the goals, because areas that you want to improve on.
Okay, so my first goal is overall just to be a better student and show better work habits.
So what would that be like if you're going to show better work habits?
Well, I got to start checking my homework when I get home and seeing what homework I have instead of just trying to remember.
Okay.
And I guess I should probably start studying for tests, too.
That sounds good. Sounds good. Do you, what do you do right when we get home from school? You have time that you can work on that right away?
I don't like to. I like to just come home and get something out of the fridge and then watch TV.
Okay. Well, what if we had a different plan on how you organize your time when you come home?
Well, I guess you're in charge, so what you say goes.
So I'm going to say maybe that, how about if we make it as a goal for the rest of the first quarter that you can get a snack, but you're not going to turn on the TV or the computer until you finish your homework.
You're doing great, Jeremy.
It's all right. I mean,
Okay.
We're here to help you.
once your grades improve in math and science, then you will have a chance to maybe watch TV later in the evening.
Okay.
I'm glad that we set these goals. I think this is something that you can really accomplish. And we're going to check back in the spring and look back at these same goals to see how you've progressed.
If I bring my grades up, can I go back to watching TV?
Yes, we can revisit that to see what your grades are after the first quarter.
Okay.
Sound okay?
Yeah, it works for me.
Okay.
Good deal.
What else do we have to talk about your?
I was supposed to talk to you about community service.
What's
Apparently,
that?
because we're an IB school, we have to do a minimum number of community service hours
Okay.
each year. And this year, I know there's going to be chances to read at this elementary school around the corner to kindergartners and make sandwiches for the homeless. So I think between those two things, I can easily get 10 hours.
That sounds like it could be really fun. Do
It
you have
could
other
be.
friends who would do that with you too?
I can probably find somebody.
Good, yeah. That would be a nice event.
Maybe I could make friends while I do that.
Oh, even better. Even better. How often do you have to do those activities to get your community service hours?
I don't know. They're normally about an hour long, so I just got to do 10 of them.
Okay.
And I'll just try to get them out of the way. I think they normally do them on Fridays.
That sounds good. That sounds good. And that's a good use of your time, too, than not just coming straight home from school and wanting to watch TV.
I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
Sounds
You just got to
good.
do them.
Sounds good.
Those are great choices, Jeremy. I think you're really going to be able to accomplish all 10 hours that way pretty easily.
I hope so. I'm just saying, though, if these grades go up, I'm watching TV again.
Okay, all right. Is there something that we have to work on about honesty at school?
Perhaps you've heard about the academic honesty policy. Do you want to explain a little bit to your mom about what academic honesty is?
Remember when I used to just go online and I'd cut and paste stuff off of Wikipedia and hand it in?
No, I wasn't really aware of that. You used to
Well,
do that?
I've been told that we're not able to do that, really. They call it plagiarism.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that word before.
Yeah, so as part of this IB school thing, I have to be honest. And they make us sign this pledge, and if I get caught cheating, there's all sorts of different consequences.
Okay,
And we have the pledge right here, so now would probably be a good time for Jeremy to sign it.
all right. Right there you go.
And then
Do I have to use my name? Yeah, I'll use
Yeah,
my name.
yeah, you should sign your name.
All right.
and then your mom can sign it as well.
Okay,
You
Jeremy,
sign right
I'm going to
below
make
this.
sure that you do your own work and you're not copying and pasting things from the internet or copying things from your friends.
And if you would like to see the full version of the academic honesty policy, you can look it up on the Jefferson website using your iPad.
Okay, thanks.
Well, are we done?
I think that's pretty much it. We're going to keep a copy of your academic honesty policy that you both have signed here at school.
Sounds okay.
I'm sure we'll never need to refer to it. And then the last thing that we have is we're just going to keep your grade report here in this folder to go home. And this has a bunch of important dates for you, including when the next report cards are coming out. And you can use the folder to keep track of the rest of your school records if you want.
Sounds good. Jeremy, I'm really proud of the progress that you've made so far transitioning to 6th grade.
I'm doing better than I was last year.
Yeah, and it's hard. I'm really proud of you, and I think you've got the potential to keep on going and make improvements.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
It was so nice to meet you.
You too, Ms. Workman.
Congratulations, Jeremy. You did it.
Oh, great.
It wasn't so bad, was it?
Whatever.